Hi everyone, thank you for watching this week's Right Way Wednesday. I'm Val McIntyre from the QA and Compliance team, and I'm sitting here at Masconomet with Rehab Director Tracy Collins and Regional Manager Alan Booten. And we wanted to give you a quick demonstration on point of service, what to do and what not to do, so I hope you enjoy.
Hi Val, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Good, you have a good night last night?
I did, thank you.
Good. So remember yesterday when I taught you how to put your pants on with this dressing stick?
I think so.
Alright, well I'm going to have you practice your skills that I taught you yesterday.
Okay.
Here you go. How you doing?
I think okay.
Yeah, I think you got to use the other end. Try the other end. Alright, bring it down to the floor, okay? Here you go.
Hey Tracy,
Hey Alan, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are things?
Good, thanks.
Good. I couldn't help but notice when I walked in, you were doing a treatment session with Val. How do you think things went?
Oh, I think it went really well. We were kind of reviewing what we had learned yesterday, and I was trying to do some point of service documentation because that really helps me with my time management. And I also think that it really lets me really document what's going on in the session and getting in the nice details and the skill that I'm providing to the patient. And it lets me kind of include my observations, which I may not remember later if I try to document them.
That's true. That's true. I do value the opportunity to discuss this a little bit with you, and I see that you're truly trying to do the point of service documentation. So that's a great thing. However, just walking in and not seeing the whole session, to me, it seems like we're multitasking rather than doing point of service documentation. And I'll tell you why. Point of service documentation, we want to involve that resident or patient into what we're doing. It's a dialogue between the two of you, going over maybe your goals, going over your plan of care, going over what last session, any type of reminders and what, any patient or caregiver education that you're going over, remembering precautions, and obviously documenting their responses and allowing them to understand that we're documenting in real time so that we can have a more accurate account of how that session went, which really helps us prevent any type of denials later on. As you know, we get pulled many different directions in the day. I mean, many different directions. And those opportunities that come to us, we want to be able to have the best that we can deliver in our documentation. But by being pulled away and then documenting a little later, around lunch or kind of at the end of the day, we forget a lot of skill that we could be documenting on if we did it at point of service. Some people feel that it doesn't help with time management, but it really truly does, because it allows us, again, to capture the accuracy that we need to have at that time. And the documentation is really specific to the care and treatment session that we're delivering.
I agree. I think, next time I do it, I'll try to engage the patient a little bit more and have them participate in the conversation and review their goals, and then maybe perform the activity and document as they're doing the activity.
That's truly great. Let's see what that next activity looks like.
Hey Val, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. You've been with us for about a week now, and it's time for me to do a progress note. And I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about the progress you've made and the activities we've been doing, and start talking about going home a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So if I look here, it says that we've been working really hard on getting you more independent walking to the bathroom. How do you think that's going?
I think it's going good.
I think it's going really well too. I think that you're using the walker like we told you. You're keeping it in front of you, and you're doing a great job. You're almost independent. I'm just keeping you a little supervised because occasionally you need me to remind you where to put your hands.
Okay.
And I think, a lot of our other goals, you're making some great progress. One of the things that we've been working really hard on is you being able to put on your pants, because that's been really hard for you because you can't quite reach your feet.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was teaching you how to use this dressing stick to put your pants on. I'd like to see what you remember, and if you're having trouble, I'm going to teach you how to do it.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
I hope you all enjoyed the little presentation on point of service and what to do and what not to do. But I wanted to ask Tracy from a rehab director standpoint what she would do and how she would educate her staff on point of service.
So I think, I would do something very similar to what Alan did, is after the session, kind of sit down and problem solve with my staff and talk about how they think that their session went. And I think that some therapists really struggle with point of service documentation. And I think really providing them the education, explaining to them the benefits of it, because I sometimes think that people think it's all about patient care time. And it's really about spending the time with the patient, educating them on what they're doing.
Get them involved.
And getting them involved, absolutely.
Definitely.
Because I think, patient-centered care is the most important part of what we do. So by including them in their plan of care and in their notes and what's going into their documentation is really important.
Great.
I think, there's still some who will struggle with it, so I think that what I'll have them do is, because now that I know the right way to do point of service documentation, I'm going to have them come with me and sit in on one of my sessions.
I love
So
that
they,
idea.
so they
Right.
can observe the right way to do it.
I love that idea. And thank you so much, both of you, for participating in this week's Right Way Wednesday. Hope you all have a great day.